2026 top arm wrestlers like Levon Saginashvili, Devon Larat Hermes, Gasparini, and Vitaly Lalatin dominate with unmatched strength and power. Dave Chaffee is one of the most powerful super heavyweight arm wrestlers in the world and is famous for his raw strength, explosive hook, and elite level endurance. Born in the United States, Dave became a top competitor in professional arm wrestling by defeating many of the strongest athletes in international events. He is known for his incredible arm strength, intense training, and ability to overpower opponents in hard and grinding matches. Fans respect his calm personality, serious focus, and long career at the highest level of the sport. His battles against world champions helped define modern super heavyweight arm wrestling and brought him global recognition. Dave Chaffee is remembered as one of the toughest and most respected competitors in the sport and a true symbol of strength, determination, and elite performance in arm wrestling history. Devon Larratt is one of the greatest arm wrestlers in the history of the sport and is famous for his intelligence, endurance, and powerful technique. Born in Canada, Devon first served in the military before becoming a worldwide arm wrestling superstar. He gained global attention by defeating many legendary opponents and winning major championships against the strongest athletes in the world. Fans admire his confidence, exciting personality, and ability to fight back even in difficult matches. His intense battles with top champions helped make arm wrestling more popular across the world. Devon is respected for his dedication, training, and never-quit attitude, which inspired millions of fans and young athletes. His name is now remembered as one of the most legendary and entertaining competitors ever seen in professional arm wrestling history. Kamil Jablonski is one of the strongest and most explosive arm wrestlers in Europe and is famous for his incredible speed, raw power, and aggressive style at the table. Born in Poland, Kamil became known around the world after competing against elite arm wrestlers and showing his fearless attitude in major international events. Fans admire his muscular strength, confidence, and determination during intense matches against top opponents. His hard training and dedication helped him rise from local competitions to the professional world stage, where he earned respect from arm wrestling fans worldwide. Kamil's exciting performances and powerful attacks made him one of the most dangerous competitors of his generation. His journey in professional arm wrestling continues to inspire many young athletes, and his name is remembered as a symbol of strength, passion, and fighting spirit in the sport. John Burzenk is widely considered the greatest arm wrestler of all time and is famous for his incredible technique, intelligence, and ability to defeat much larger opponents for decades. Born in the United States, John dominated the sport from a very young age and became a world champion multiple times in both right and left arm categories. Unlike many power-based athletes, he relied on perfect timing, leverage, and strategy, which made him almost unbeatable in his prime. Fans and competitors respect his calm personality, long career, and unmatched consistency at the highest level. His legendary matches against top super heavyweights shaped modern arm wrestling history and inspired generations of athletes worldwide. John Burzenk is remembered as a true icon of the sport and a living legend whose influence on arm wrestling can never be replaced. Jerry Cadorette is one of the most powerful and explosive super heavyweight arm wrestlers in the world and is famous for his unmatched side pressure and devastating hook style. Born in the United States, Jerry became a top-level competitor in professional arm wrestling by defeating many elite opponents with his raw strength and aggressive attacking technique. He is especially known for his ability to finish matches quickly with overwhelming pressure once he gains control at the table. Fans respect his intense fighting spirit, confidence, and long career competing against the strongest names in the sport. His battles in major international events helped shape modern heavyweight arm wrestling and earned him worldwide recognition. Jerry Cadorette is remembered as one of the most dangerous and physically dominant arm wrestlers in history and a true symbol of power and aggression in the sport. If you like my video, then I can also provide you digital or other online services. So I am sharing a group link in description below. Alijan Muratov is one of the rising elite arm wrestlers in the super heavyweight division and is famous for his explosive power, strong wrist control, and aggressive top roll style. Born in Kazakhstan, he quickly gained attention in the international arm wrestling scene by competing against some of the strongest athletes in the world and showing impressive natural strength and technique. Fans admire his speed at the table, confidence, and ability to challenge top champions despite his young rise in the sport. His performances in major tournaments helped establish him as one of the most promising new generation arm wrestlers. Alizan is now seen as a dangerous competitor with huge potential and a growing reputation as one of the future stars of professional arm wrestling. Revaz Lutidze is one of the strongest emerging arm wrestlers from Georgia and is known for his powerful frame, strong hand control, and aggressive fighting style at the table. He gained recognition in international competitions by facing elite opponents and showing impressive strength and determination against experienced champions. Fans respect his toughness, focus, and willingness to challenge top-level competitors despite being part of a newer generation in the sport. His steady rise in professional arm wrestling has made him a notable name in heavyweight divisions. Revaz Lutidze is considered a developing force in the sport with the potential to grow into one of the strong contenders in international arm wrestling in the coming years. If you like my video, then I can also provide you digital or other online services. So I am sharing a group link in description below. Levan Saginashvili is one of the most powerful arm wrestlers in history and is known around the world as the Georgian Hulk. Born in Georgia, he became famous for his massive strength, huge size, and dominant victories against the best arm wrestlers on earth. Levan won multiple world championships and became #1 in professional arm wrestling by defeating legends with incredible power and control. Fans admire his calm personality, hard training, and unbeatable left and right arm strength. His rise from local competitions in Georgia to global superstar status made him one of the greatest arm wrestlers of all time and a true symbol of strength in the sport. Vitaly Lalatin is one of the tallest and strongest arm wrestlers in the world and is famous for his incredible hand control, speed, and powerful top roll technique. Born in Russia, Vitaly became a global star by defeating many elite arm wrestlers with his long reach and explosive strength. He won major international championships and earned respect for his calm personality and dominant performances on the professional stage. Fans admire his unique style, intense focus, and ability to challenge the biggest names in arm wrestling history. His matches against world champions brought excitement to the sport and helped grow his popularity worldwide. Vitaly Lalatin is remembered as one of the most dangerous and skilled arm wrestlers of his generation and a true symbol of power and determination in professional arm wrestling. Ermas Gasparini is one of the strongest and most explosive arm wrestlers in the world and is famous for his incredible power, aggressive style, and fast attacks at the table. Born in Italy, Ermes became a global arm wrestling superstar after defeating many elite opponents and competing against the biggest champions in the sport. His intense training, massive arm strength, and fearless attitude earned him respect from fans around the world. People admire his confidence, energy, and determination during every match. Ermes gained worldwide attention through unforgettable battles against legendary arm wrestlers and helped increase the popularity of professional arm wrestling across many countries. His journey from Italy to the international stage made him one of the most respected and dangerous competitors of his generation and a true symbol of strength in modern arm wrestling history. Denis Tsiplenkov is one of the most powerful arm wrestlers in history and is famous for his unbelievable hand strength, massive arms, and dominant performances against the world's best competitors. Born in Russia, Denis first became known for his incredible physical power before rising to global fame in professional arm wrestling. He defeated many legendary opponents and won major championships with his unmatched grip strength and explosive technique. Fans around the world admire his calm personality, intense training, and intimidating presence at the table. His legendary battles against top champions helped make arm wrestling more popular worldwide and inspired many young athletes to join the sport. Denis Tsiplenkov is remembered as one of the strongest and most respected arm wrestlers ever and a true symbol of power, determination, and greatness in professional arm wrestling history. Artyom Morozov is one of the strongest arm wrestlers in the modern era and is famous for his incredible side pressure, powerful hand control, and fearless performances against elite opponents. Born in Kazakhstan, Artyom became a global star through years of hard training and dominant victories in international competitions. He earned respect by challenging and defeating many top arm wrestlers with his explosive strength and determination at the table. Fans admire his calm personality, disciplined mindset, and aggressive style during intense matches. His rise in professional arm wrestling helped increase the popularity of the sport in Kazakhstan and around the world. Artyom Morozov is remembered as one of the most dangerous and talented competitors of his generation and a true symbol of strength, dedication, and fighting spirit in arm wrestling history. Gennady Kvikvinya is one of the strongest and most respected arm wrestlers in the world and is famous for his incredible power, endurance, and aggressive fighting style at the table. Born in Georgia, Gennady became a global arm wrestling star after defeating many elite competitors and winning major international matches. Fans admire his determination, confidence, and ability to battle against the biggest names in professional arm wrestling. His intense rivalries and exciting performances brought worldwide attention to his career and helped increase the popularity of the sport. Gennady trained for many years to build his strength and technique, which made him one of the most dangerous opponents in modern arm wrestling. His journey from Georgia to the international stage made him a legendary figure and a true symbol of power, passion, and dedication in arm wrestling history. Michael Todd is one of the most famous and experienced arm wrestlers in the world and is known for his powerful endurance and unique King's Move technique. Born in the United States, Michael became a global superstar after defeating many legendary opponents and winning major professional championships. Fans admire his determination, strong mindset, and ability to fight through long and difficult matches against elite competitors. His exciting battles against top arm wrestlers helped increase the popularity of the sport across the world. Michael trained for many years to build his strength, technique, and stamina, which made him one of the toughest athletes in arm wrestling history. His journey from local competitions to the international stage inspired many young athletes and made him a respected symbol of power, dedication, and passion in professional arm wrestling. Alex Kordecha is one of the most powerful rising stars in modern arm wrestling and is famous for his huge size, explosive strength, and aggressive top-roll style. Born in Poland, Alex quickly gained international attention by competing against elite super heavyweight opponents and showing incredible natural power at the table. His long reach, strong hand control, and fast attacking style made him a dangerous competitor in major tournaments. Fans admire his confidence, discipline, and rapid rise in the professional arm wrestling world. He became known for challenging top champions and pushing some of the strongest names in the sport to their limits. Alex Kordecha is now considered one of the most promising and feared competitors in arm wrestling and a strong symbol of the new generation of elite athletes in the sport. Inside the ring, a few wrestlers tragically died during live matches, shocking fans and changing wrestling history forever as a reminder of the sport's real danger. Silver King, whose real name was Cesar Cuauhtemoc Gonzalez Barron, was a well-known Mexican luchador and actor who became famous in lucha libre during the 1990s and 2000s. He was the son of legendary wrestler Dr. Wagner and the brother of Dr. Wagner Jr., and he built his own identity as Silver King with a powerful, high-flying, and technical wrestling style. He also gained international attention for his role as Ramses in the movie Nacho Libre, where he played a villain against Jack Black. In his wrestling career, he competed in major Mexican promotions like AA and CMLL and was respected for his experience and charisma. On May 11, 2019, he was wrestling Juventud Guerrera at a lucha libre event in London, England, when he suffered a sudden cardiac arrest during the match. He collapsed in the ring and was later pronounced dead. His passing shocked fans worldwide and marked a tragic moment in wrestling history. Pero Aguayo Jr. was a famous Mexican luchador and the son of legendary wrestler Pero Aguayo. He became one of the top stars in lucha libre during the 2000s and early 2010s. Known for his intense style, high energy, matches, and leadership of the faction, Los Perros del Mal, competed in major Mexican promotions and built a strong reputation as a fearless performer who always pushed hard in the ring. On March 23, 2015, he was wrestling in a tag team match in Tijuana alongside Manik against Rey Mysterio and Extreme Tiger. During the match, he suffered a severe cervical spine injury after a dropkick, spot and landed awkwardly on the ropes. At first, the match continued because the injury was not fully understood, but he became unresponsive soon after. He was rushed to hospital where he was later pronounced dead due to trauma to the neck and spine. His death shocked the wrestling world deeply. Mitsuharu Misawa was one of the greatest Japanese pro wrestlers and a legendary figure in All Japan Pro Wrestling, and later Pro Wrestling, Noah. He started his career in the 1980s and became famous for his green tiger mask early on before building his iconic identity as a hard-hitting technical wrestler. Misawa was known for classic matches against stars like Toshiaki Kawada and Kenta Kobashi, which are considered some of the best in wrestling history. He also became president of Pro Wrestling Noah and helped shape modern Japanese wrestling with his strong style influence. On June 13, 2009, he was wrestling in Hiroshima, Japan in a tag team match when he received a belly-to-back suplex and became unresponsive in the ring. He was rushed to hospital but was later pronounced dead due to cervical spine injury. His sudden death shocked the wrestling world deeply and remains one of the most tragic moments in professional wrestling history. If you like my video, then I can also provide you with video creation or other digital services. I am sharing a group link in the description below. Please feel free to contact me. Moondog Spot, whose real name was Larry Booker, was a veteran American wrestler best known for his work in Memphis wrestling territory and as part of the tag team, the Moondogs. He was recognized for his wild, brawling style, long beard and simple but tough in-ring persona that made him a fan favorite in regional wrestling shows during the 1980s and 1990s. He spent many years working alongside other Moondogs and became a respected name in southern wrestling circuits. Even later in his career, he continued wrestling in independent promotions where he remained active despite his age. On January 29, 2003, he was wrestling a match in Memphis, wrestling against Brian Christopher when he suddenly collapsed in the ring after a spot. The match was stopped immediately and he was rushed to hospital. He was later pronounced dead due to a heart attack. His passing was sudden and shocked fans and wrestlers especially, because it happened during an active match. Oro was a popular Mexican luchador known for his high-flying style, agility, and exciting performances in lucha libre. During the early 1990s, he wrestled mainly in Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre and quickly became a fan favorite because of his fast-paced acrobatic moves and masked persona. Oro was part of the new generation of luchadores who helped modernize Mexican wrestling with more aerial and risky techniques. He gained attention for his charisma and ability to connect with audiences despite a relatively short career. On October 26, 1993, he was wrestling in Mexico City during a match when he suffered a fatal injury after a miscalculated move that led to severe trauma. He collapsed in the ring and was later pronounced dead due to internal injuries caused by the accident. His death was one of the early tragedies that highlighted the dangers of high-flying, lucha libre-style wrestling. Mike DiBiase was an American professional wrestler known for his work in the territorial wrestling era during the 1950s and 1960s, as he competed across various regional promotions in the United States and built a reputation as a tough, skilled veteran. With a strong technical and brawling style, DiBiase was also part of a famous wrestling family and became the stepfather of Million Dollar Man Ted DiBiase, helping influence the next generation of wrestlers. He was respected in the ring for his experience and ability to work long, demanding matches in the territory system. On July 7, 1969, he was wrestling in Lubbock, Texas, when he suffered a fatal heart attack during a match. He collapsed in the ring and was later pronounced dead due to cardiac failure. His death was a major, early tragedy in professional wrestling history and is still remembered as one of the notable in-ring fatalities of that era. Gary Albright was a highly respected American pro wrestler known for his powerful amateur wrestling, base and dominance in Japan's shoot, style, and heavyweight divisions. He trained in amateur wrestling before turning professional and became famous in promotions like Stampede Wrestling WCW, and especially in Japan with All Japan Pro Wrestling and later Pro Wrestling, Noah. Albright was known for his suplex-heavy style and legitimate strength, which made him a dangerous and credible competitor in the ring. He achieved major success as a tag team specialist and held several championships during his career. On January 7, 2000, he was wrestling in a match in Lexington, North Carolina, when he suffered a sudden medical emergency during the bout. He collapsed in the ring and was later pronounced dead due to a heart attack. His death was shocking because it happened in the middle of a match, and he was still an active top-level performer at the time. Plum Mariko was a Japanese female professional wrestler known for her work in the women's wrestling promotion JWP Joshi Puro Race during the 1990s. She was respected for her strong fighting spirit, technical ability, and dedication to Joshi wrestling despite not being one of the biggest stars in the division. Plum Mariko often competed in hard-fought matches and was known for her resilience and determination. Inside the ring, she built a solid reputation in Japan's competitive women's wrestling scene and earned respect from peers for her professionalism. On August 16, 1997, she was wrestling Mayumi Ozaki in Tokyo, Japan, when she suffered a severe brain injury during the match after taking multiple dangerous strikes. She lost consciousness in the ring and was rushed to hospital, but later died due to intracranial hemorrhage caused by head trauma. Her death deeply impacted the Joshi wrestling community and led to increased awareness about in-ring safety in Japan. Larry Cameron was an American football player turned professional wrestler known for his powerful physique and hard-hitting style in the late 1980s and early 1990s. Before wrestling, he played in the NFL as a defensive lineman and later transitioned into wrestling, where he competed in Europe and Japan, becoming popular in Catch Wrestling Association in Germany and Austria. He was respected for his strength, intensity, and legitimate athletic background, which made him a believable powerhouse in the ring. Cameron also worked in various international promotions and built a strong reputation in the European wrestling scene. On December 13, 1993, he was wrestling in Bremen, Germany, when he suffered a sudden heart attack during a match. He collapsed in the ring and was later pronounced dead due to cardiac failure. His unexpected death shocked the European wrestling community and highlighted the physical risks of the sport even for elite athletes. Malcolm Kirk was an English heavyweight professional wrestler known for his powerful build and brawling style during the 1970s and early 1980s in British wrestling. He competed across the UK wrestling circuit and was respected as a tough veteran who often portrayed rugged heel characters in matches. Kirk became a familiar name in British wrestling shows and also wrestled internationally in Europe, building a reputation as a strong and experienced competitor. He was known for his physical presence and hard-hitting in-ring style that fit the traditional British wrestling scene of that era. On August 24, 1987, he was wrestling in a tag team match in Croydon, England, when he collapsed in the ring during the bout. The match was stopped immediately and he was taken for medical attention, but was later pronounced dead due to a heart attack. His passing was one of the early, well-known in-ring tragedies in British wrestling history and shocked the wrestling community. Masakazu Fukuda was a Japanese professional wrestler best known for his work in pro wrestling Noah and for being one of the promising young talents of the early 2000s. He started his career after training in the NJPW system and later became part of Noah, where he was respected for his speed, technical ability, and strong fighting spirit. Fukuda often wrestled in undercard and midcard matches, but was seen as a rising star with strong potential in the junior heavyweight division. He was admired for his discipline and dedication to improving his in-ring performance. On October 22, 2000, he was wrestling in Kawasaki, Japan, when he suffered a severe neck injury during a match after taking a series of hard moves in the ring. He became unresponsive shortly afterward and was rushed to hospital, but later died due to acute cervical spine injury. His death deeply affected the Japanese wrestling world and highlighted the dangers of high-impact wrestling styles. May 2026 became a heartbreaking moment as the world lost several beloved celebrities, leaving behind lasting legacies and unforgettable memories. Jake James George Hall, born 20 August 1990, in London, rose to fame as a reality TV personality on The Only Way is Essex, where he became known for his confident personality, fashion career, and business ventures. After leaving the show in 2016, he later built clothing brands and worked in music while also focusing on family life with his daughter River. From his relationship with Mise Bikiri, his life included fame, business, success, and personal struggles, including injuries and controversies during and after his TV career. On 6 May 2026, he tragically died in Mallorca, Spain at age 35 after suffering fatal head trauma in a glass door accident. during a night out with friends, leaving behind tributes from family, friends, and fellow cast members who remembered him as a vibrant and creative personality. Michael Stone, the eldest brother of actress Sharon Stone, was born in Pennsylvania and lived a mostly private life away from fame. He occasionally worked in acting with appearances in films and television, including The Quick and the Dead, CSI Miami, and The Bold and the Beautiful. He grew up in a close family with his siblings Sharon, Patrick, and Kelly, and stayed connected to them throughout his life while avoiding major celebrity attention. He had a modest acting career and took part in several productions over the years. In May 2026, at the age of 74, he sadly passed away after a long illness, and his family remembered him as a loving brother and a quiet, supportive presence in their lives. Valley Export was born on 17th May 1940 in Linz, Austria, and became one of the most influential feminist artists in modern European art history. Originally named Waltraud Lehner, she later changed her name to Valley Export as a symbol of independence and artistic freedom. During the 1960s and 1970s, she became internationally famous for bold performance art films and public demonstrations that challenged sexism, violence, and the treatment of women in society. Her controversial works, including Tap and Touch Cinema and Action Pants, Genital Panic, shocked audiences and helped redefine feminist art around the world. Valley Export also worked as a filmmaker, writer, and educator, and received many prestigious cultural awards during her long career. Even in later life, she continued inspiring younger generations through exhibitions and lectures across Europe. Valley Export died peacefully in Vienna, Austria in 14 May 2026, at the age of 85, leaving behind a revolutionary legacy in feminist performance, art, and cinema. Stanisława Celińska was born on 29 April 1947 in Warsaw, Poland, and became one of the most respected actresses and singers in Polish entertainment history. She studied at the National Academy of Dramatic Art in Warsaw and began acting in theater, films, and television during the late 1960s. Stanisława became famous for powerful performances in classic Polish productions, including Nights and Days, Pieniądze to nie wszystko and Alternatywy. 4. Alongside acting, she built a successful music career, and her emotional songs touched audiences across generations. Fans admired her honesty, warmth, and strength, especially after she openly spoke about overcoming addiction and personal struggles. In her later years, she continued performing despite serious health problems and chronic spinal pain. Stanisława Celińska died on 12 May 2026 at the age of 79, leaving behind a legendary legacy in Polish cinema, theater, and music. If you like my video, then I can also provide you with video creation or other digital services. I am sharing a group link in the description below. Please feel free to contact me. Ted Turner was born on November 19, 1938, in Cincinnati, and became a revolutionary businessman who changed television forever by founding CNN, the world's first 24-hour news channel, bringing live news into homes across the globe. He also owned the Atlanta Braves and turned them into a national brand while building a powerful media empire. Turner was known for his bold ideas, fearless leadership, and strong support for global causes through the United Nations Foundation, but later in life he faced serious health challenges, including Lewy body dementia, which affected his memory and daily life. And after years of struggle, Ted Turner died on May 6, 2026, at the age of 87, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most influential figures in media history who transformed how the world watches news forever. Festus Mogi was born on 21st August 1939 in Serowe, Botswana, and became one of Africa's most respected leaders. He studied economics in the United Kingdom at Oxford and Sussex before returning home to help build Botswana's economy after independence. Mogae worked as governor of the Bank of Botswana, finance minister, and later vice president before becoming the third president of Botswana in 1998. During his presidency, he earned global praise for fighting the HIV/AIDS crisis by providing free treatment programs that saved thousands of lives. He also helped maintain Botswana's stable democracy and strong economy powered by diamond exports. In 2008, he peacefully stepped down after serving 2 terms and later received the prestigious Ibrahim Prize for African Leadership. Festus Mogae died on 8th May 2026 at the age of 86 in Gaborone, Botswana, leaving behind a legacy of honesty, leadership, and public service. James Valentine was born on 5th October 1961 in Ballarat, Australia, and became one of the country's most loved radio voices, musicians, and television presenters. He first gained fame in the 1980s as a saxophone player with Australian bands including Models before joining the Australian Broadcasting Corporation in 1987 as a TV host. James later became famous across Australia for hosting ABC Sydney's Afternoons radio program where his humor, intelligence, and warm personality made him a national favorite for more than 2 decades. He also worked as a writer, jazz musician, and interviewer, and was respected for his creativity and kindness. In 2024, he revealed he was battling esophageal cancer and later retired from broadcasting in early 2026 to focus on treatment and family. James Valentine died peacefully at home on 22 April 2027 at the age of 64 after choosing voluntary assisted dying, surrounded by his loved ones, leaving behind a huge legacy in Australian media and music. Michael Pennington was a British actor born in Darna, 1943 in Cambridge, England, and he became one of the most respected Shakespeare performers of his generation. He studied at Cambridge University and later joined the Royal Shakespeare Company, where he built a strong reputation on stage. He played major roles like Hamlet, Macbeth, King Lear, and Richard III, and became known for his powerful voice and classical acting style. He also helped found the English Shakespeare Company and toured Shakespeare productions around the world, bringing classical theater to global audiences. In film, he appeared as Moff Gideon in Star Wars Return of the Jedi, and also worked in television and other movies across many years. He continued acting and writing about theater throughout his life. Reports in 2026 stated that he died at the age of 82 in London at Denville Hall, where retired actors live. His legacy remains strong in British theater and Shakespeare performance history. Donald Gibb was born on 4 August 1954 in New York City, USA, and became famous for playing giant tough characters in Hollywood movies during the 1980s and 1990s. Before acting, he played college basketball and trained for professional football, but later moved into films because of his powerful appearance. Donald became a cult star after playing Ogre in Revenge of the Nerds and Ray Jackson in Bloodsport alongside Jean-Claude Van Damme. He also appeared in Conan the Barbarian and many television shows where fans loved his strong but funny personality. In real life, he was known as a friendly and humble man who enjoyed meeting fans and supporting sports bars he owned in Texas. Donald Gibb died on 12th of May 2026 at the age of 71 after health complications, leaving behind a memorable legacy in action and comedy cinema. Ataur Rahman was born on 18 June 1941 in Noakhali, British India, now Bangladesh, and became one of the most respected figures in Bangladeshi theater and television. He studied at the University of Dhaka and later helped build the country's post-independence theater movement through acting, directing, and writing. Ataur Rahman became famous for his powerful stage productions and television dramas and was known as Mancho Sharothi, meaning master of the stage. During his long career, he received major honors including the Ekoshe, Padak, and the Independence Award for his contribution to Bangladeshi culture. In May 2026, his health became critical after a serious fall at home, and he was placed on life support in a Dhaka hospital. Ataur Rahman died on 12 May 2026 at the age of 84, leaving behind a legendary legacy in theater, acting, and literature that inspired generations across Bangladesh. Jack Taylor was born as George Brown Randall on 21st October 1926 in Oregon City, Oregon, USA, and became one of the most famous cult actors in European horror cinema. After starting his career in Hollywood, he moved to Mexico and later Spain, where he built a legendary reputation in fantasy. In horror films during the 1960s and 1970s, Jack became widely known for working with director Jesus Franco in movies like Count Dracula Female Vampire and Night of the Blood Monster. He also appeared in major international films including Conan the Barbarian alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger and The Ninth Gate with Johnny Depp. Fans admired his deep voice, aristocratic appearance, and unforgettable villain roles that made him a cult icon in horror cinema. Jack Taylor died in Madrid, Spain on 12th of May, 2026 at the age of 99, leaving behind a legendary legacy in fantasy and horror films across Europe. Paul Boutillier was born on 3rd May 1963 in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada, and became a talented professional ice hockey defenseman, known for his strong physical style and leadership on the ice. He rose to fame in junior hockey with the Sherbrooke Castors before being selected in the first round of the 1981 NHL draft by the New York Islanders Paul became part of the Islanders' legendary era and earned his name on the Stanley Cup in 1983. During his NHL career, he also played for the Boston Bruins, Minnesota North Stars, New York Rangers, and Winnipeg Jets. After retiring, he remained involved in hockey as a coach, mentor, and development expert, helping younger players in Canada. Paul Boutillier died on 14th of May, 2026 at the age of 63, leaving behind a respected legacy in Canadian hockey and the NHL. Fili Seru was a Fijian rugby union and rugby league footballer born on 11 March 1970 in Fiji. He played as a winger and represented Fiji in both codes, including the 1991 Rugby Union World Cup and the 1995 Rugby League World Cup. He began his rugby union career with Fiji, earning 10 international caps between 1990 and 1993 before switching to rugby league in the mid-1990s, where he played for South Queensland Crushers, Illawarra Steelers, and later Hull FC in England. He became known for his speed strong, finishing and impact on the wing during his club and international career. After retiring from professional rugby, he lived a quieter life, and in May 2026 he sadly passed away at the age of 56 after battling motor neuron disease, leaving behind a respected legacy in Fijian rugby. Claudine Longet was born on 29 January 1942 in Paris, France, and became a popular singer, actress, and television personality during the 1960s in America. She first worked as a dancer before marrying famous entertainer Andy Williams, which helped bring her into Hollywood fame. Claudine became known for her soft singing voice, French charm, and appearances on The Andy Williams Show, along with movies like The Party beside Peter Sellers. Her career was overshadowed in 1976 after the fatal shooting of Olympic skier Vladimir Sabic in Colorado. She claimed it was an accident and was later convicted of negligent homicide, receiving a light sentence. After the controversy, she left public life and stayed away from entertainment for decades. Claudine Longet died on 14 May 2026 at the age of 84, leaving behind a controversial but unforgettable legacy in music and television. Vladimir Molchanov was born on 7 October 1950 in Moscow, Soviet Union, and became one of the most respected journalists and television hosts in Russian media. He studied journalism at Moscow State University and started his career writing for Soviet newspapers. Before moving to television in the 1980s, Vladimir became famous across the Soviet Union for hosting the groundbreaking program Before and After Midnight, where he interviewed artists, politicians, and cultural figures during a time of major political change. Viewers admired his calm speaking style, intelligence, and honest reporting, which made him a trusted voice during the final years of the USSR. Throughout his long career, he also worked as a documentary creator, writer, and commentator on Russian society and politics. Vladimir Molchanov died in May 2026 at the age of 75, leaving behind a respected legacy in journalism, television, and public discussion across Russia.
Australia mourns this month as several pass away, leaving behind lasting legacies and continue to inspire fans nationwide. Beloved celebrities, entertainment, and sport that Trish Crossan is an Australian politician, best known for serving as a senator for the Northern Territory representing the Australian Labor Party. She was first appointed to the Senate in 1998 and later elected in her own right, becoming one of the long-serving representatives for the region during her career. She focused on issues such as Indigenous affairs, education, health services in remote communities, and improving infrastructure across the Northern Territory. Crossan was respected for her strong advocacy for rural and regional Australians and her work on social justice matters. After losing her Senate seat in 2013, she continued to remain active in public life and community engagement. He died 8 May 2026 at the age 67, and her legacy remains tied to long-term political service and representation of Northern Territory interests. Daryl Cumming was born on May 15, 1951 in Australia and became a talented Australian rules football player known for his speed, determination, and strong performances in the VFL during the 1970s. He started his football journey with South Mildura before joining Richmond, where he became part of a successful era for the club. and helped Richmond win the 1974 VFL Premiership. Darryl also played for Melbourne North, Melbourne, and South Melbourne during his career and earned respect for his hard work and passion on the field. Across his football journey, he played more than 100 VFL games and remained remembered as a skilled rover and forward pocket who gave everything for his teams. After retiring from football, he stayed respected by fans and former teammates for his contribution to Australian sport. Darryl Cummings sadly passed away on February 24, 2026 at the age of 74, leaving behind a proud football legacy that continues to be honoured by the Richmond community and Australian football supporters. If you like my video, then I can also provide you with I'm sharing a group link in description below. Video creation or other digital services. Robin Woodhouse was an Australian actress and television personality who became known for her work in Australian entertainment during the 1970s and 1980s. She appeared in television programs, commercials and stage productions and earned admiration for her elegant screen presence and warm personality. Robin gained recognition through appearances on popular Australian TV shows and remained a familiar face to audiences across the country. Outside entertainment, she was also respected for her charity work and contributions to community causes, which made her admired by many people beyond television. Throughout her career, she built a reputation as a graceful performer who stayed connected with fans and colleagues over many years. Robin Woodhouse sadly passed away in 2026, leaving behind memories of her contributions to Australian entertainment and the people whose lives she touched through her career and public work. Maury Raper was born in 1944 in Revesby, New South Wales, Australia, and became a respected rugby league footballer during the 1960s and 1970s. Coming from the famous Raper rugby league family, he was the younger brother of legendary player Johnny Raper and built his own strong career in the sport. Maury began playing junior rugby league with Canterbury and Western Suburbs before joining Penrith as one of the club's original foundation players in 1967. He played in Penrith's very first premiership match and became known for his smart ball handling and versatility as a 5/8 and lock forward. Later, he joined Cronulla, where he won the club's Player of the Year award twice and earned admiration for his leadership and dedication on the field. Across his rugby league journey, he played 87 first-grade games and remained respected by teammates and fans long after retirement. Maury Raper sadly passed away on February 23, 2026 at the age of 81, leaving behind a proud legacy in Australian rugby league history and among the famous Raper sporting family. Bob Taylor was born in Australia and became a respected figure in Australian cricket through his dedication to the sport as both a player and administrator. During his career, he worked closely with local cricket organisations and helped support the growth of cricket across Australian communities. Bob earned admiration for his leadership knowledge of the game and commitment to helping young players develop their talent. He remained connected to Australian sport for many years and became known as a hardworking and respected member of the cricket world who valued teamwork, discipline, and sportsmanship. Friends, colleagues, and cricket supporters remembered him as a passionate sportsman who contributed greatly behind the scenes as well as on the field. Bob Taylor sadly passed away in 2026, leaving behind a legacy of service, dedication, and love for Australian cricket that continues to be appreciated by the sporting community. Graham Knight was born on May 3rd, 1931 in Australia and became a respected Australian rules football player during the 1950s. He began his football journey with Fitzroy District before earning a place with Fitzroy in the Victorian Football League, where he played from 1953 to 1960. Graham became known for his determination, strong marking, skills, and reliable performances on the field, and he proudly represented Fitzroy in 55 VFL matches while scoring 41 goals during his career. He earned admiration from teammates and supporters for his commitment to the game and his hardworking style of football. After retiring from professional football, he remained remembered as part of Fitzroy's proud sporting history and one of the dedicated players of his era. Graham Knight sadly passed away on April 2026 at the age of 85, leaving behind a lasting legacy in Australian rules football, and among the Fitzroy football community. If you like my video, then I can also provide you with I'm sharing a group link in description below. Video creation or other digital services. Jeff Ablett was born on October 24th, 1955 in Australia and became a respected Australian rules football player known for his toughness, skill and determination on the field. He began his VFL career with Hawthorn in the 1970s, where he quickly earned recognition as a reliable defender and hardworking teammate. Jeff later joined Richmond and continued to impress supporters with his consistent performances and strong commitment to the game. Across his football career, he played more than 200 VFL matches and became admired for his leadership experience and dedication to Australian rules football. He was also part of the famous Ablett football family, which produced several legendary players in Australian sport. After retirement, Jeff remained respected within the football community and remembered as one of the dependable players of his era. Jeff Ablett sadly passed away in 2026 at the age of 71, leaving behind a proud legacy in Australian football history. And among fans of Hawthorn and Richmond, Peter Morris was born on November 8, 1948 in England, and later moved to Australia, where he became one of the respected figures in Australian soccer as both a player and coach. During his playing career, he represented clubs including St George and APR, Leichhardt, and became known for his leadership intelligence and strong defensive skills on the field. After retiring as a player, Peter built a successful coaching career and guided several Australian clubs while helping develop soccer talent across the country. He also coached the Australian national youth teams and contributed greatly to the growth of football in Australia during important years for the sport. Peter Morris earned admiration for his dedication, professionalism, and passion for mentoring young players, and remained respected throughout Australian soccer circles for many decades. He sadly passed away in 2026, leaving behind a lasting legacy in Australian football history as both a skilled player and influential coach. Bill Graydon was born on August 5, 1920 in Perth, Western Australia, and became a respected Australian soldier, politician and humanitarian whose life was dedicated to public service. During World War II, he served with the Australian Army and later entered politics, becoming a member of the Australian House of Representatives for the Liberal Party from 1949 to 1954. Bill Graydon became widely known for exposing poor living conditions faced by Indigenous Australians in remote communities during the 1950s, and worked to bring national attention to social inequality and humanitarian issues. He was admired for his courage, compassion, and commitment to helping vulnerable people across Australia. Throughout his long life, Bill remained an important figure in Australian political and humanitarian history, and was respected for speaking out on issues many others ignored. Bill Graydon sadly passed away in 2026 at the age of 105, leaving behind a powerful legacy of service, advocacy, and compassion in Australian history. Gordon Ingate was born on September 29, 1929 in Sydney, Australia, and became a respected Australian actor, writer and theatre performer whose career lasted for more than 6 decades. He appeared in many television dramas, films and stage productions, and became known for his powerful voice, intelligent performances and dedication to Australian entertainment. Gordon gained recognition through roles in popular Australian television series and worked closely with major theatre companies where he earned admiration for his professionalism and talent. Alongside acting, he was also a skilled writer and contributor to the arts community, helping support Australian culture. Throughout his life, audiences and fellow performers respected him as one of the experienced and dependable figures in Australian theatre and television. Gordon Ingate sadly passed away on 9 April 2026 at the age of 94, leaving behind a lasting legacy in Australian acting, theatre, and literature. If you like my video, then I can also provide you with I'm sharing a group link in description below. Video creation or other digital services. James Valentine was born on October 5th, 1961 in Sydney, Australia, and became a well-known Australian musician, broadcaster, and television presenter admired for his creativity, intelligence, and warm personality. He first gained fame as the guitarist for the popular Australian band Models during the 1980s and helped create hit songs that became part of Australia's music culture. Alongside music, James built a successful media career working on radio and television where audiences appreciated his humor storytelling and thoughtful interviews. He became especially respected through his work with ABC Radio, where he connected with listeners across Australia for many years. James Valentine remained an important figure in Australian entertainment and culture and was admired for encouraging music arts and conversation throughout his career. He sadly passed away in 2026, leaving behind a lasting legacy in Australian music broadcasting and media history. David Malouf was born on March 20th, 1934 in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia, and became one of Australia's most celebrated writers, known for his novels, poetry and essays that explored identity, history, and human relationships. After studying at the University of Queensland, he worked as a teacher before beginning a literary career that earned international recognition. David wrote acclaimed books, including Remembering Babylon and An Imaginary Life, which brought him major literary awards and praise for his poetic storytelling style. Throughout his long career, he became respected for shaping Australian literature and inspiring generations of readers and writers around the world. David Malouf remained an important cultural figure whose work reflected Australian life with depth, beauty, and emotion. He sadly passed away in 2026 at the age of 92, leaving behind a lasting legacy in world literature and Australian cultural history. Elizabeth Kirkby was born on January 26, 1921 in Sydney, Australia, and became a respected actress, writer, and politician whose career lasted for many decades. She first gained recognition through her work in radio, theatre, and television, where she became admired for her talent, intelligence, and strong voice in Australian entertainment. Later, Elizabeth entered politics and served as a member of the New South Wales Legislative Council, representing the Australian Democrats from 1981 to about 1998. During her political career, she strongly supported human rights, arts education, and social justice causes and earned respect for speaking with courage and independence. Elizabeth Kirkby remained active in public life for many years and became known as one of Australia's most respected women in media and politics. She sadly passed away on 20th of February 2026 at the age of 105, leaving behind a remarkable legacy in Australian entertainment, public service, and political history.
Wrestling is legacy. Stars like The Rock and Randy Orton come from powerful families you didn't know. Let's starting our video. Austin Theory is a confident and ambitious WWE superstar who rose quickly through the ranks, with his natural talent strong physique and bold personality. Starting his journey at a young age, he trained hard to become one of the most promising stars in modern wrestling, gaining attention in NXT before stepping onto the global stage of WWE. He became known for his arrogant selfie gimmick and connection with top figures like Vince McMahon, which boosted his spotlight. Theory captured major championships, including the United States title, proving his in-ring ability and determination. His legacy is still being written as he represents the new generation of WWE stars, inspiring young fans to chase success with confidence, discipline, and a fearless mindset. Fallon Henley is a hardworking WWE NXT superstar known for her country-inspired personality, tough fighting style, and resilient attitude. She brings a grounded and relatable character to WWE, often portrayed as someone who values loyalty, friendship, and determination. Inside the ring, Fallon developed her skills through independent wrestling before joining WWE, where she became a steady and reliable competitor in the women's division. She has competed in both singles and tag team matches, showing versatility and grit. Her legacy is built on perseverance, authenticity, and steady growth as she continues to represent the fighting spirit of NXT while inspiring fans with her dedication and never-quit mindset. Jade Cargill is a powerful and dominant wrestling superstar who quickly rose to fame with her incredible physique, confidence, and unstoppable presence. She began her career in AEW, where she made history with an undefeated streak and became the inaugural TBS champion, proving her strength and star power inside the ring, her success and unique aura helped her stand out as a top attraction. Before moving to WWE to continue her rise on a global stage, Jade inspired fans with her discipline, hard work, and belief in excellence, showing that dedication can create greatness. Her legacy is growing as a symbol of strength and confidence, representing a new era of women's wrestling while motivating the next generation to aim high and never settle for less. If you like my video, then I can also provide you with video creation or other digital services. I am sharing a group link in the description below. Please feel free to contact me. Trick Williams is a dynamic WWE NXT superstar, known for his charisma, confidence, and explosive in-ring energy. He first gained attention as the loyal partner and hype man of Carmelo Hayes before stepping into singles competition and proving he is a star on his own. Trick combines athletic ability with strong mic skills and a natural connection with fans, making him one of the most exciting performers. In NXT, his journey shows growth from supporting role to main event potential as he continues to develop his wrestling style and personality. His legacy is still being written, but he represents the new generation of WWE talent who bring entertainment, confidence, and hard work together, aiming to become a top name in the industry. Wesley is a high-flying NXT superstar known for his incredible speed, agility, and innovative offense inside the ring. He first gained major recognition as part of the tag team MSK, where he won championships and showcased elite teamwork and athletic chemistry. After moving into singles competition, Wesley proved he could succeed on his own, capturing the NXT North American Championship and defending it against top competitors. His wrestling style blends fast-paced movement, aerial attacks, and technical skill, making him one of the most exciting performers in NXT. His legacy continues to grow as he represents heart, resilience, and excellence in modern wrestling, inspiring fans with his journey from tag team success to singles champion, and proving that dedication and talent can take a competitor to the top. Penta El Zero Miedo, also known as Pentagon, JR is a fearless Mexican luchador who rose from humble beginnings to global fame. Through hard work, passion, and a unique dark persona, he built his career in lucha libre before gaining worldwide attention in major promotions alongside his real-life brother, Rey Fenix. As the Lucha Brothers together, they became one of the most exciting tag teams, known for high-flying moves and intense matches. Penta Cero Miedo attitude inspired fans to be fearless in life, while his family bond showed loyalty and strength. His legacy continues to grow as he represents lucha culture on the world stage, inspiring future wrestlers and entertaining millions with his unforgettable style. Roxanne Perez is a talented and determined young superstar who quickly became one of the brightest rising names in WWE. Starting her journey at a very young age with a deep passion for wrestling, she trained hard and made her mark on the independent scene before joining WWE, where she gained major success in NXT. She became one of the youngest champions in brand history, showing incredible skill, resilience, and heart inside the ring. Known for her underdog spirit and never give up attitude, Roxanne inspired fans around the world to believe in themselves and chase their dreams. Her legacy continues to grow as she represents the future of women's wrestling, bringing energy, passion, and dedication to every match while building a name that could define the next generation of WWE superstars. Tiffany Stratton is one of the fastest rising stars in WWE, known for her athletic background in gymnastics and her confident, glamorous persona in the ring. She quickly made an impact in NXT by combining strength, agility, and charisma, earning championship success and building a strong fan base. Her signature style mixes power moves with graceful execution, showing her unique identity as a modern superstar. As her career continues to grow, Tiffany Stratton is seen as a future face of WWE, inspiring new talent and proving that dedication and personality can create a lasting legacy in sports entertainment. Nikita Lyons is a rising WWE NXT superstar, known for her strong athletic build, striking presence, and combination of wrestling and striking skills. She began her journey with a background in dance, martial arts, and fitness, which helped shape her powerful in-ring style and confident personality. In WWE NXT, she quickly gained attention for her charisma, fan appeal, and aggressive offense, becoming one of the standout names in the women's division. Despite facing injury setbacks, she continues to work toward proving herself at the highest level. Her legacy is still developing as she represents determination, resilience, and the new generation of WWE talent, aiming to break through and make a lasting impact in women's wrestling. Lyra Valkyria is an Irish beauty superstar known for her graceful yet hard-hitting in-ring style. Combining athleticism, technical wrestling, and striking precision, she trained in Europe before joining WWE, where she quickly rose through NXT and established herself as one of the most skilled new generation competitors, known as the Morrigan. She brings a dark, mythological-inspired persona that reflects confidence, focus, and intensity in the ring. Lyra's breakthrough success includes championship victories that proved her ability to perform under pressure at the highest level. Her legacy is growing as she represents Irish wrestling pride and the future of WWE's women's division, inspiring fans with her disciplined passion and fearless approach to competition. Thea Hale is a young and energetic WWE NXT superstar known for her high-energy fighting spirit and never give up attitude. She quickly became a fan favorite because of her explosive personality, resilience, and underdog style in the ring. Trained under the guidance of Andre Chase at Chase University, she developed strong fundamentals and confidence while competing against tougher opponents. Thea's journey in WWE shows determination, growth, and passion as she continues to improve. With every match, her legacy is still building, but she represents the future of women's wrestling as a fearless competitor who inspires fans with hard work, loyalty, and pure heart inside the ring. Kiana James is a WWE NXT superstar known for her businesswoman-inspired character, sharp confidence, and calculated in-ring style. She brings a unique persona to wrestling, combining ambition, intelligence, and aggression, making her stand out in the women's division. She quickly rose in NXT through strong performances in both singles and tag team competition, often portraying a strategic and controlling mindset inside the ring. Kiana James developed her wrestling presence with a focus on discipline and character work, which helped her gain attention as a serious competitor. Her legacy is still growing as she represents a modern era of WWE women's wrestling where personality and strategy are just as important as athletic ability, inspiring fans with her confidence, focus, and determination to succeed. Dragon Lee is a high-flying Mexican luchador known for his speed, precision, and fearless in-ring style. He built his reputation in lucha libre promotions before gaining international recognition for his explosive athletic performances and ability to compete at the highest level of modern wrestling. Dragon Lee became widely respected for his crisp aerial attacks, fast-paced offense, and strong technical foundation, which helped him stand out among the new generation of luchadores. He has competed in major promotions around the world, including WWE, where he continued to showcase his elite skills and intensity. His legacy represents the pride of lucha libre, tradition combined with modern innovation, inspiring fans with his dedication, discipline, and passion for delivering unforgettable matches. Every time he steps into the ring, Tyler Bate is a British WWE superstar known for his incredible strength, technical wrestling, skill, and explosive in-ring style. He rose to fame as one of the youngest and most talented competitors in the UK wrestling scene, becoming a standout name in the WWE United Kingdom Championship tournament, where he made history by becoming the inaugural UK champion. His wrestling style blends classic British technical grappling with modern athletic power, making him one of the most complete performers of his generation. Tyler Bate has competed across NXT and WWE, earning respect for his discipline, creativity, and ability to deliver high-level matches. His legacy continues to grow as he represents British wrestling excellence in the new era of global WWE talent, inspiring fans with his work ethic, resilience, and championship mindset. If you like my video, then I can also provide you with video creation or other digital services. I am sharing a group link in the description below. Please feel free to contact